Welcome to the Reality of Life channel. Today, I'm not even sure what I want to talk about, but let's do this. We've been in this game where we're thinking everybody's retiring. People who are getting retired in America, they're kind of scared. Those who are in Nigeria are scared, and you begin to ask yourself, most of my friends that I know that are getting retired, they've been working all their lives. You would think by now everybody will have had what it takes, like build enough nest egg, have enough money for retirement. We've seen life, we've done things now and then, here and there, and we've had some triumph. We've overcome a lot of odds in some cases. Some are Nepo babies and they have things going on for them. But regardless, you find that as we're getting older, people are getting scared of getting old. Or some of us can't even acknowledge to ourselves that we're at that age where nobody sees us as young and cute anymore. Everybody's like daddy, daddy, or uncle, or whatever. Yeah, and those who call you by your names, if you're in the diaspora, those are people who either don't know your culture or nothing. But the way they talk to you, you find that they expect that you're kind of an old fuddy duddy, and they don't say too much. They don't think you are very useful anymore. So I believe it's probably the fear of not being needed, the not knowing whether the little nest egg that you build is enough to make your life what you want it to be when you're actually in retirement and all that. Regardless, some of us have fears of retirement. Some have genuine fear because maybe they believe they haven't done too much in their life. I mean, everybody believes that, at least everybody that I know. Even if you've been widely successful, as your retirement is approaching, you are thinking, I probably could have done better. I am not exactly sure if I have done my best. Well, if you're at this stage in your life where you are close to retirement and you are still not sure if you've done the right thing or if you've put in your best, I think that's healthy because it shows that you are self-aware, you can do self-critique, which is a very big component of success. But my question is, because you are retiring, does that mean you are no longer useful? I mean, you have time to do all those projects now that you've been dreaming about for years and that you've been reluctant to tackle or that you've been delaying or procrastinating about. Now you're retired, or you're very close to retirement, and so you don't have any excuse anymore. Usually by this time, the kids are grown or the grandchildren are here or they've started coming. So your life is probably not yours the way you understand it before anymore. You understand what I'm saying? In the sense that you see a lot of these mothers, they will leave the husband, they will go take care of the grandchildren for the children. The children will spend all this money raising, and I will spend all this time ensuring they are successful. And then you as a man, you get retired. What is your uh, what is your reward? Your reward is that your wife get to leave you, go spend 3 or 6 months doing a mugo in Canada or the US or wherever, and you find yourself living the life of a bachelor. I am not sure uh, if majority of men think that is fair, and I'm also not sure if majority of women think it's unfair. But one thing I do know is that I've seen friends and people who are close to us, family, friends, or even some relatives, that this thing has sparked a serious debate. On the one hand, everybody knows it's very difficult to raise children overseas. So it's a good thing when grandma can come and babysit, because let's face it, they are just glorified babysitters. Whatever we say, we may pretend otherwise, but the truth is, most of our mothers, the grandmas, are glorified babysitters, and many of them, especially those who did not grow up, those who did not come up in the diaspora, they find that the excitement of, I'm going to the US, I'm going to Canada, or I'm on my way to the UK to be with the children and to be with the grandchildren. By the time they've been here for a year or two, the excitement is all gone, and all they can see is their children using them as glorified babysitters. Yes, there is certain fulfillment in helping to raise your grandchildren, but sometimes at what cost? I mean, at what cost, really? In the process of, I want to go do a move overseas, some have used that opportunity to explore, you know, paint outside the lines, and some marriages have had serious issues as a result of that. But who can you really blame? Is it the guy who spent all his life making money to train the children, and then the children are now successful, quote and unquote, living overseas, and their reward is to lose their wife or to lose their spouse? I don't know whoever think that system is fair, but a lot of times it's not, at least not to the men. Or don't let me even say not to the men, let me say to the partner who get left behind. Having said that, you can have bad things come out of good things, and you can also have good things come out of bad. So who is any one of us to judge? Before I continue with this free association that I usually try to do on this channel, I want you to like this video. And if you don't like what I'm saying too much, you can always let me know in the comments so that I can modify what I say. I want you to subscribe to this channel, and I want you to try and share this video. Maybe my perspective is warped. Maybe I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I am sure there are a lot of people out there who have very good idea what I'm talking about. Is it good for you looking forward to your retirement, or being so scared of your retirement that you can't even tell anyone how scared you are, and at the same time dealing with the loss of your partner, that you have dreamed that no matter what happens, at least I will have my wife with you now. I will have my wife with me. I will finally get to take all those cruises that we've wanted to take. Go spend 8 weeks in Jamaica, spend 3 weeks in Florida Keys, stuff like that. And suddenly you find that you are alone, you are having to cook and do things for yourself. And how fair is that? And what about those parents who are not exactly well-to-do? Maybe they spend all the money they have raising their children and making sure those children are successful. And at the end of the day, what is happening with these kids? They are successful, they are living overseas, they are not yet successful enough to be able to ensure the parents live in company, they live in comfort, and then they take one of the parents away so that the dad end up living alone. How fair is that? And who is anyone to say what is fair? So we raised two issues in this video. The first is, why are we so afraid of retirement? Even though we've worked all our life and for years we've looked forward to this retirement. Is it the fear of the unknown? Is it that we don't know how to stand still? Some of us have been working, we've been working since we were 16. You know, some of us have been working since we're old enough to know what work is, whatever that age is. And then some of us have also been looking forward to, oh, when I retired, I'm going to go overseas to be with the kids if they're overseas. And then you suddenly find that, hey, you're not really in the picture when it comes time to go overseas. Now, what are you going to do with that? Is it that you are just going to say, oh, well, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I'm going to accept it like that? Or some of us, we're going to say, hell no, I'm not going to go into that good night gently. I'm going to go kicking and screaming and fighting and saying whatever I get to say to anyone. But I'm not going to go into that good night just not fighting. I'm not going to go quietly into the night. Or is it going to be our hooray? You know what I mean? Like last hooray? Or do we take the retirement to do all those things that we've been postponing and trying to do? And the final one that I know a lot of people don't talk about is, especially us guys, we spend most of our life seeing to the needs of others, that by the time we are close to retirement, we realize we don't have nearly enough to do those things we've been dreaming all our lives that we're going to do. So maybe that's why we're scared. But at any rate, tell me in the video, um, tell me in the comment section if you believe that what I'm saying about retirement is correct. I will see you the next video, especially if the next video is about what you guys think in your comments. And if there's anything you'd like me to talk about, just let me know and we'll take it from there. Should retirement be something that we fear? Are there stuff we should do that should make retirement something we look forward to as opposed to something we're afraid of? I am not sure. And the second thing is it fair that we're so looking forward to our retirement and suddenly our spouses are taken from us to go look after the grandkids? Who look after us then? Especially those of us who have spent most of our life looking after other people. Let me know what you think. Like this video, like I said, please subscribe to my channel. This is the Reality of Life channel, and thank you for watching this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.